Because you look in there and you see the other side of the material plane. You see the fabric of reality in the room, and it's very thin. And I'll actually, with a 1, holy shit, that's actually a really good roll for this. The reason being is because whoever was sacrificing the bodies in there was doing it for chaos, so that whole area has weakened as far as the fabric of reality between the space and the warp. And as you're looking through it, you actually will see the harpies on the other side, and they're gorgeous. Beautiful. Like, spitting image of the statues that are in there. Mm-hmm. Very, very much different than the photos you've seen and the descriptions you've seen. But yeah, so the reason why is because out here, because the sacrifices have not been made in here, the fabric of reality is still strong, so they cannot come across enough to bother you.
And they are gorgeous. Over there in that room, though, as I look over, and they're just like...
Yeah. So,
hey, Google.
It's just like, you look really tasty, big boy. But no, yeah, they're just... Like, they notice you very clearly. But as soon as they try to come over, they just kind of, like...
hit a wall.
Disappear, almost. Like, you know they're there. You clearly can see them, but definitely not nearly as clearly as in that room. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when you look at the harpies in the Materium, they are beautiful. They look like angels. Which... looks like the statues that are in the room.
Good one. Harpies can appear beautiful angels. Good to note. Still will eat your face.
Yes.
Alright, so if we say he gives me a boost, is it tall enough for me to actually look at the script and get a decent picture? Or do I be more clever?
You can do that.
Otherwise, I was talking about going from coffins and stack.
Just dang. Yeah, with that, like, there's maybe about this much room between the coffin and the ceiling, so you can definitely get up there and see it, and you can get a photo. Maybe not a super clear photo because it's very dark up here. Like the shadows all bounce up. We have a light. There you go. Yeah, you can take a picture of it.
Yeah.
If you want to look, you can see if you understand.
Need a roll strength to get them up there.
Yes.
Because otherwise...
I failed.
You kind of get up and just kind of like slips off of
Let's try that again.
So, as a reaction, it's like slipping off.
Maybe you should do it the other way.
But I don't want him to go, fuck this thing out, and like go into a wall.
Shall we try this again?
We can, but let me use my strength.
24 out of 50
Here,
to
you
look
take
at
the
first photo again.
Okay.
Fuck this shit.
Alright, so I'm going to go around the room like that.
Yeah.
Want me to try to pick you up?
You don't see anything. You don't comprehend anything.
I'm
in the first photo, yeah.
I'm going to try to pick you up now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you try now. We're just taking turns trying to pick each other up.
Actually, you know what? Instead of like wasting our time with this, I'm gonna grab some of the coffins or the old coffin that are sturdy.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't like that.
Fine, I'll try to pick you up. Fuck this shit, I win. That's an 8 out of the 56.
Alright,
You pick 'em up.
I pick up the camera, I use a flashlight, and I take a picture. Do I can roll an awareness to see if I can read the script?
If you want to.
I want to see if I can read it.
You shouldn't. Don't do it. Did you get 0?
Where's my top one perception? 33 out of I rolled a 34 out of 33.
Oh,
You don't comprehend.
no.
Yay!
But I took a picture.
You do take a picture.
And then I took a selfie right next to it, like.
Out of 50.
Could I say I took a selfie like this?
No, you need a selfie stick.
I took a selfie next to it.
Don't use my
I'll go
camera
ahead
for
and
selfies.
give it to you, just so we don't spend the entire night rolling here until you crit. So, the one in the middle, and the middle left,
I expect
you
to be-
won't get anything other than the name. And the name on that is Lexay or not.
I'll write these down right now.
And all you will get is the name, not anything else. You don't get his life story or anything like that.
Alright.
But he's getting someone's life story.
No, he does not get that. Okay. Next one's a 6.
The next one is Albert Casings.
Alright.
So you guys get the photo? You guys stay in there or you come now?
Oh, I guess you've already taken photos of the other coffins.
Yeah, I've taken photos. I'll double photo check if he.
Are there any other coffins to take pictures of? Or
You guys have gotten other pictures of the coffins that have writing on it. The dark script.
Since I'm in here now, we'll do a thorough check on the walls for hidden panels or
Okay.
or other stuff.
I'll do that as well. More than
Awareness.
I failed.
It is security reason.
Okay. You pay much closer attention this time around. Nothing that you didn't see before.
I'll go back to the sacrifice room and analyze it for any doors,
Okay.
hidden passageways, and 4.
Okay. Again, you don't really find any hidden passageways. You will notice the blood is still running on the altar.
Oh,
Which, it's been like an hour now,
yeah.
and it's still dripping.
Like from the
So
center.
there's a fresh body in there?
Well, so, the troughs that the blood runs through
Yeah.
are still full.
Right.
And they kind of run through and out the edge, and they kind of go into a hole, and it drips down into another trough at the bottom.
Right.
The blood is still running down into the troughs. And the trough at the bottom still is not rising or decreasing.
So that would mean the demons are eating it.
Not necessarily.
No, it just means something is constantly bleeding at this.
Where's the blood coming from?
So the altar in the big room in the middle,
Yeah.
there
Let me roll an
is
awareness to see if I
a
can.
trough in the altar, like little rivets that blood from the sacrifice will go into.
They could be.
And
Oh,
all
I think
of
I know what it is.
the troughs are still full with blood. Like, not overflowing, but there's still blood in it.
Okay.
And they all come, like, there's 5 points, and each point that they drop down to, it is still running with
Now
blood.
this is player
And it's
to
been
player.
like an hour.
I'm gonna say this player to player. We know that the skins in the coffins, everything, muscles, blood is drained. He's told us about harpies enough to know that they are just blood and muscles. So they are hanging the bodies above and draining them.
I did not see anybody.
Oh,
up
do they?
there.
There's nothing on the roof.
Yeah.
Like,
Except for
you can not reach out and touch it, but if you were to hold your hand out and, like, jump really high, you could feel the roof.
Yeah,
The bodies are not hanging
yeah,
from the
there is
ceiling.
there's the
So,
script that made my
so
eyes
maybe
hurt.
there's a, but did we, so the table is, where's the actual sacrificial table where they do
It's
the
right in the
sacrifice?
center of the big room.
So is there a body on that?
No.
So it's empty,
Yeah.
but blood is draining.
But blood is still on it.
Weird shit, man.
I'll draw a soul.
Okay.
I'll also drop my weapon after I see him drop his weapon.
Okay.
Why are we dropping
Are you
weapons?
What are you doing?
I am gonna attempt to poke where the invisible blood is falling from to make it become visible.
Okay.
Where that point is.
So, okay,
Because
there's
I'm
not blood falling into...
Yeah, I know. The blood's
Okay.
not falling there. The blood's falling there. But I'm gonna start there in case there's some
He's gonna poke the altar
Okay.
with his sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm poking. First, I'm gonna poke here, and before it goes down, and then I'm gonna go and see if it goes through. If my sword can't go through.
Oh, okay. So are you touching the blood with your sword?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you touch the blood with the sword, there's like a creeping rust that runs up the sword over the blade, and it like disintegrates into rust.
And my hand and files didn't disintegrate.
Mm.
There goes your sword, bro.
Not the entire sword, just like a small section of it.
And it falls off.
It disintegrates into dust.
Nice.
And pull my sword back.
Interesting.
Put that in evidence back. Do I
Next roll.
Oh. 8.
Cool. You get more information this time.
I didn't do anything on Albert casings with my 6.
Before.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 for Albert casings.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was a different guy. I thought you said it wasn't that good. For
No. Albert casings I rolled a 6 for Alexei Arnott was very average.
I thought that was the other way around. My bad. So this is going to be the one here. That is going to be Gregory Dachshund.
For the 8 that I just rolled?
Yes.
Gertrude?
Gregory
Oh. Gregory.
Dachshund. DAWKSON.
I'm gonna try to. I'm also gonna
Now, I'll explain him to you, and then I will need intelligence from you. He was a member of the ecclesiarchy here before the Imperium came. He was the one who set up the world to be assimilated into the Imperium of Man. Very well known, heralded as a hero among the ecclesiarchy for his work.
Alright.
Intelligence.
95.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright, so after my blade begins, we did the rusting thing, I'll then use a makeshift ability called binoculars, flashlight, and looking through it at the same time as a improvised microscope.
Alright.
It means shit right now, but it's worth something. And so I'll actually go to the lore.
Alexei or not?
What?
To give you more information, I'm sorry.
No, on Albert casings.
Albert Casings. Albert Casings is another head of a gang in the area.
An opposing gang? An opposing gang to Amelia?
Yes. He and Amelia were heads of opposite gangs in very, very, very olden times. He was known as a very, very brutish man and controlled his gang mostly out of fear and basically killed anyone who said otherwise.
What are people like Albert Casings and Gregory Dachshund doing in the same burial chamber?
That's a good question.
Also, Amelia, who apparently did not like Albert Casings.
Yeah. None of those people liked each other.
Isn't that just amazing? Ooh, if they're worshipping chaos and they're worshipping Malal.
No. Well, that kinda
Now,
shit
if you're... I assume your character will be thinking that. I'll give you another intelligence check.
But if they're...
27.
Your Rastafarian friend, your Rastafarian ecclesiarchy friend, was going to meet with Gregory Dachshund, the head of the ecclesiarchy.
Wait, who?
So I'm just like, wait a minute. And I think back to a few days ago. He said he was going to meet him.
Did he mean he's gonna summon him from the depths of demon hell?
Okay, I can see how the cloning might be part of this now.
Demons.
I think I have what I need from the names. You two can get out of there.
Alright. So I'm looking underneath the trough and flashlight?
It's not that deep. You can see the other side.
What are the two of you doing?
We're checking out this really creepy
Altar.
sacrificial altar.
I was thinking about throwing our friend up there and seeing if it works.
Maybe you should.
I don't like it. Why don't the two of you start heading back? But first, put a few bolter rounds, destroy that table.
We don't have bolters.
Oh my god. What do you have?
Do everything
I
myself.
have a
Have sword,
snub-nosed machine
which
gun
unless it's on contact.
and a power sword.
And if I recall my learned things
Okay.
of demonic realms class. Oh wait, I didn't take one of those courses.
I rolled a 6
Okay.
that's a willpower to muster the courage to head in there.
Okay. You
Um,
convince yourself to get in there.
Is that right?
I'm gonna need another willpower.
Dominate.
Get a mirror. You glorious bastard, you. I'm gonna need another willpower once you actually enter the room.
Okay. So I'm assuming
45
that
out of
last pistol's
50.
not enough firepower to.
With your
So-
previous roll, I will give it to you. You still, they're definitely not as much as when you first came in, but you still feel the things trying to get you. Like you feel them like just putting pressure on you. Not nearly as much as before. Like you're not going to get any like bruises or scars or anything, but you still feel them in there. What'd you get?
I'm asking if my clouds are just a little bit of damage to this thing.
You can try.
What the worst gonna happen? I know the answer.
It's like, I don't know if you want me to answer that.
I do. I really do, but I want to do it after I roll it. So this way I have no regrets.
I will summon up my shield
Okay.
to keep things from touching me. Hopefully it'll work.
I'm gonna let you know. Maybe you shouldn't activate psychic powers in here.
No.
Yeah.
Bad idea. You activate psychic powers by pulling into the warp.
Oh, yeah, no, don't do that then.
That-
I rolled a 2
But then I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
out of the 22.
You hit it, and the chunk comes out. The blood doesn't leave the troughs. It's still there, like going through where the troughs are, even though you clearly blew out an area of where the trough was.
Oh, great. This
Oh.
just keeps getting better.
Cool. Does anyone have a cut?
Like, it's not. So,
Yeah.
you blow out a chunk of it, like right through where one of the troughs goes, and it's still going.
Yeah.
Even over the, like, okay. Yeah.
No, that's why I was going to get a cup.
Okay.
Does anyone have a mug on them?
Oh yeah, let's touch the weird rusty blood
No,
stuff.
no, the blood will eat through whatever you try to put it in.
I'll check my vial.
That was fine.
Oh.
Check my soul. No, it got to my soul. So,
I wish there was like a way, like,
we're gonna go.
is there an accepted way of purifying an area that we know, like, Catholic Church does blessings on houses.
If you were in ecclesiarchy, you would know.
But I ain't. I'm a
You
mystic.
have a vague idea, but other than just destroying everything in here and basically burning everything in here, there's not a whole lot you can do to re-sanctify this area right now.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go to one of the coffee rooms.
I don't.
Look for a hidden door.
Oh, gentlemen, I don't
Okay.
think that destroying all of this is going to do us much good. The blood seems quite persistent.
I really want to give you something with that, but there's nothing more.
I'll go into the room.
There's nothing more. I'll let you keep the 3.
Yeah, I figure I'm checking.
Yeah.
Stupid dice. The first room, I'll check in there in case there's a passage.
Other than the passageway that leads back to the bedroom,
Nothing.
nothing.
So I'll go up to you and go. There's no other way in here besides that small hole.
Alright.
Anything else on the ceilings?
I feel like the altar is definitely, or the sacrificial table is definitely the center of the power in here.
Mhm.
And alas, I have not the means to destroy it.
How many
It kind of has up, out, and then there's like a circle of a trough underneath it.
Yeah, so it's like a fountain tape.
Yeah.
I mean, I could las pistol it,
That's what I'm
but
doing.
I don't see the point. It's just like we destroyed part of it, and the blood's still going as if it were on a little track.
Which means the blood's not there. It's all an illusion.
Why don't you walk up and touch it?
Joy bursts into flames. This last thing you hear before everything. No. You can touch it, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like touch and go. Yeah, that's how I got the sound.
I don't think there's anything else for us.
I'm not going to touch it because I hate the feeling that I'm a catalyst. So
Well, you kind of are.
I don't think there's much else for us
I'm
to
a
glean
fool.
from this room.
One of my packs, one of my cigs.
You're what?
One of my cigarettes.
Okay.
Pack of cigarettes. Smack it, and then light it.
Okay.
And then throw lit onto the blood.
whoosh, or it just goes. Whoop.
This is actually going to be really weird.
Yeah, that's why.
So, parts of it
Right.
end up dissolving,
Yeah.
and parts of it don't. It is not absorbing the blood at all, but it's also not entirely melting either. Like, parts of it turn to rust and go.
Wait, what did you throw
So
in
the
there?
parts, so
And
some
a cigarette.
So the light, the match too. No, not light. Cigarette. So the cigarette. Some parts of the cigarette.
Yeah.
So what parts of it is left?
From what you can tell, most of it is actually left.
Okay, I'll go and.
Okay. Okay.
You have an addiction, my friend.
I'm sorry. What?
Let's go.
I have an addiction to evidence. Science.
Oh, I thought you just didn't want to waste the cigarette.
Yeah. No, dude, this is still a perfectly good cigarette.
It's covered in demon blood and
Like,
short.
the movie light it up.
And just a demon comes out.
Look at that demon.
Oh, that
They're
demon
fresh.
tobacco. New demon tobacco.
So they give us the front lines. Hey, that's weird. That's
Yeah,
the wrong
so
side.
I could risk a couple of things, nothing ventured, nothing gained, but I don't feel like that it's going to pay out. So
Probably wouldn't. I'll let you know right.
Yeah.
Not a wise idea.
I think we're done with this room.
yeah, let's go.
Well, I'm getting out of this room.
I'm trying to decide if there's anything else on my person that actually be useful. Try to figure this out. And so the scene the
I have a couple names
coffee
that I would like for you to cross-check.
Alright, so
Yeah, sure. And
Let's
here's a
look.
picture of one of the coffins we got.
yeah, the one we gave a picture before.
This is the coffin on the top.
I'll go back into that room.
Me and
How
19.
How is
19. Svein Lesperos.
Damn it, I knew it. Svein Lesperos.
who's Svein Lespers?
He's the fella who we ran into. Who had all the clothes.
okay?
He was the leader of Old Nocte before the Imperium came in and took over.
So
What's Old Nocte?
Nocte is the planet you're on.
yeah.
Oh.
What Nocte for? Alright, I go back into that fancy room.
Okay.
How is that coffin chained to the ceiling?
Like chains.
Just chains.
Yeah.
And so the roof of it's also stone. Like
Yes.
the fancy ornate stone.
Yeah.
So it goes from to fancy stone.
Mhm.
That's ceiling.
Okay.
Is there anything special about that? I know.
You can roll it.
Yeah, I know. I'm hitting it like three little stars. Why?
So you actually look at it pretty closely, and as far as you can tell, it's actually seamless. Is that it looks like the ornate stone just kind of turns and like you can't even really tell that there's a steam there, other than clearly this is polished, this is not.
Yeah.
it doesn't look like the fancy part was cut in there.
Okay. And so the unfancy stuff is movable.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
It's very, very simple.
Okay. No. Fuck this shit. I'm up. Die for the goal.
Okay. You guys all leave?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Jordan falls asleep in there because he found a so cozy table. Just blood.
It's just
Alright, it
bathed
is
in the blood.
1:45. Do you guys want to keep going? Or do you guys want to call it
I
night?
can go in. I'm just losing partners.
I'm
It's
getting
great.
tired, but I want to kind of finish. I don't know if we're at a good stopping place. Like, I want to kind of.
I would like to go to the forge.
Okay.
But we need to figure out why. Like, we need to put some of these pieces together.
You know what? If I had a lab,
Also,
I
we
can
need
work
to
on that.
examine all the pictures now that we have more names.
You already did that. Okay. I just think my problem is I need to go and do lab work so I can test things scientifically.
Well, the thing is our base and also the.
all that stuff is.
I think that's in the opposite direction, isn't it?
It is.
Up the forge.
It's south versus west.
It's south versus west, yeah. If you go to the southern high stack, it will not be a further distance to get to the Forge World than from here. Like, it'll still be, you'll be driving longer, but the time it would take you to get to the Forge World from here will be the same time as it would take you to get there from the southern high stack.
Now, the way I'm looking at it is there's something really strange going on here, and the Inquisitor himself might be in danger.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're heading. The problem is I have all this evidence and nowhere to put it. We just have
2 packs of skin, like $1.50 for this, $1.50 that. No.
I have 4 people's skins that I would love to analyze and also go through missing persons of like the people who've been murdered within I don't know how many months, years. Go back and look.
Actually, not that long. It was
Exactly.
a couple months.
Wherever I need to go and look, so that way I can figure out if these people are missing people, because that would be a nice clue to figure out. Oh yes, they actually need to have fresh people, and now they're doing these fancy things for a reason, but we need to figure out why.
If you both feel that we can put off going and finding the Inquisitor for that many more days,
No, we need
Then-
I need the Inquisitor.
yes, I think we need to go then to the
I owe him.
forge because that's where he's at.
I agree.
I owe him my life.
Yeah.
Only because I was in the front lines for I don't know how many years.
So stick your stuff in the trunk.
We have a car.
You
Yep.
can get a car.
See,
No,
that's
I already
the
got
problem.
one,
We don't
remember?
have a car because we're not with our police friend for some reason.
No, we already
And I
got.
don't
He's
know.
down in the southern. He's still in the southern high
See,
stack.
I don't know. See, that's the problem. I
Chris,
missed the.
I got a car. Remember?
Yes.
See, I missed
So
that.
you guys will have a car right now.
See, I missed that because I didn't know because I jumped in the middle of nowhere. So
So we will leave Wes and Hannah and Zach and Sam here to
In
guard the demon place,
Okay.
and we will go to find the Inquisitor.
Now, if you're gonna go to the forge, this is a good stopping place.
yeah,
Okay.
Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen at the forge. So, if we are free tomorrow
which I am.
or Sunday,
You're leaving at some point.
probably Monday morning at this point.
Awesome. So Sunday. I'll make sure my place is available since we're losing this.
Sometime, yeah. We can pick it up, or if not, I feel like you guys have accomplished a lot. You guys have a lot more information now.
Yeah.
You guys should be able to put some of the pieces together.
I have a good guess at how things are happening. I just have to go to the lab so I can actually have my character figure this out.
Prediction.
All right. What do you guys think is happening?
Okay. Golly, man. It's all interconnected. I'm just waiting for that last strip of a puzzle piece to go boop, and
You
then
know
it's
that
like,
puzzle
oh, I
piece is
see
gonna
it.
be-
You know what I mean?
You know what other piece is going to be? That DNA. Because I'm hoping that the goo, the DNA, and all the murdered bodies that I have went through and analyzed every living piece of shit out of will actually be connected. and start putting those pieces going, good. Okay, because because the murders don't, for some reason, I don't know why they are doing it to show stuff. Because it's either A message or B a warning, and the only reason to do that is to know we're here, and if that's the case, then that's why we're being targeted, and that's why we can't conform to the Inquisitor.
What I find interesting is that tech priests are involved, when obviously everything we've discovered so far has been demonic.
No.
The guy in the alleyway, his stem, or his brain stem, was technological.
Yes, he
I
was.
didn't know that because I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was.
And you guys ran into a couple of automatons as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
There's been
that.
people with. There's also the people, all in the other city where the bad people live. Had a bunch of.
They had a bunch of
implants.
illegal implants that were put in very, very, very knowledgeably.
Yeah, and also because those were set to pretty much block the whole memory.
Yeah, it was after we discovered that the Inquisitor went, I'm gonna go see the tech priest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, I know the tech priests are involved, but also they have the technology possible to, for example, I don't know, take one person and make it into 3 people. Just saying. I'm pretty sure that's a thing we can do. But yeah, I have. I'm just waiting until I hit the labs, and then also I'd like to test out the blood, even though I know it's gonna be really bad and my thing's gonna blow up, but it needs to be checked.
Did we get any experience points or not yet?
I return my character again.
When you next time we play, I'll give you guys some experience.
Yeah, because we killed 2 people.
Now, curious,
Yes.
like, you don't have to tell us what we missed, but did we miss anything?
You guys actually got a lot more information than I thought you would.
You know why? Because I'm here. And I put my because I clearly put on my CSI coat. Clearly.
And you said, looks like the demon is out of the sacrificial altar. Yeah.
I didn't promise on that.
I am still waiting to see how it all exactly interconnects.
Yeah, me too.
Because it feels like 2 separate things.
Well, yeah.
But it
I
is.
also, I want to know about these kind of Slanesh-like demons that we're dealing with.
No.
The harpies.
The harpies.
They actually, they have nothing to do with any chaos god.
Yeah.
They are unaligned.
I
They
know,
are
but
the pigeons
why are they
of the
beautiful
world.
then?
They are the pigeons of the warp.
I'm assuming that
They're
they're
just
causing
everywhere. And
I'm assuming they're causing us main problems, just mainly just because it's just easier for them to.
Now, I assume they look pretty in that area because they're draining their bodies of blood and muscle, and the demons are devouring the blood and muscle so that they look pretty. Whenever they haven't devoured blood and muscle, they start looking like the blood and muscle again. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Because basically they're freshly
They
eaten.
look pretty in the warp.
When they come out of the war.
When they come out of the warp, they lose their beauty and they look just like flesh.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why they looked like angels to Travis was because he looked into the warp and saw them in the warp.
Oh, okay. Okay, never
I
mind.
lost 1 sword.
I was wrong.
Blew a hole in the altar. A giant demon came out. We killed him with my rusty sword. It was imbued with a demon, so now I have a demon sword.
He has a demon sword in
I'm
his game now
also-
too.
My gun was also demonified. We lost.
He's just we just made him the character from Wes's 40k game.
And
We just kind of said like, fuck it, like why have this like false sense of pretense?
Right. And so that's what you missed. Sam died, as you can see.
Sam died again.
I was imbued
Not
with
that
the,
long.
Like
Maybe an hour.
30 minutes, an hour.
I was imbued with the power of some warp entity. I think they called it Steve.
We're not sure.
I am super tempted to put the Cult of Steve in on Nocte, and just like you guys like come across this weird little cult. They claim to follow a guy named Steve.
Oh, hell, Steve. Emperor Reborn.
He's the one who truly saved me that day.
So what are your
Slain by the
ideas?
betrayer.
Slaying another great betrayer.
Do you have any ideas yet, or you need more information?
I can speculate a little bit, but I still don't have all the details ironed out.
That's what I'm
I
hoping.
think that the cloning thing is a technological answer to half of a problem. They keep cloning their bodies over and over again, and they use the power of chaos to transmit their spirit from one body to the next.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and then
That actually makes the most sense.
And then they they have to murder people to have new bodies, and so the best way for that to happen is that they had to learn how to skin a body so that they can use the muscles and how they put the new skin over. And so they can keep, instead of like just taking a whole body, they can take what they want. Or
Why would they preserve the skin? Why not?
They preserve the skin because it can be used for something else. Like, I don't know, super soldier probably or something like that. Because also I'm assuming they have to deal with the harpies, and assuming that's what.
But it's so perfectly preserved. I'm not sure what they're using the skin for.
Because that also sounds tech priest, and if it's the tech priest of the human nature side, then yes, it's for, I don't know, someone loses a limb or something, or gets really burned up that they can easily replace it.
There's got to be a better way to get in and out of it. I suppose there could be an infinity gate. The only way that people typically go in and out is through
And find it.
basically teleportation.
And find it.
Well, no, you wouldn't
It doesn't
find it.
exist if I can't find it.
You just
Science.
open a hole with a warp, and bam, there you go.
Nope.
Yeah, that would be one way.
Nope.
You definitely could.
Doesn't exist. And find it. Scientifically proven. I don't know about you and your witchcraft science.
I mean, I would say it doesn't feel
Logical.
I would say Dark Eldar. You could just have a webway gate through there. But I don't see Dark Eldar cobbling together shoddy wooden coffins to keep skin inside of. They
I
would
think
use
that's a story.
fancier methods of storage.
Yeah. I'm assuming,
It's just not their style.
I'm assuming that is just for the sake of storing the flesh. Because I'm sure the reason why they're keeping the flesh intact is either through just offering for a demon, or they have some use, actual use for it. There's also, I think, actually, I know they could be keeping it just for the sake of if they need to have a person infiltrate somewhere, and so they just place the skin so you can't tell. So you can have the fingerprints and stuff without changing much of the detail.
It also begs the question, why would you have statues of harpies? They're nobodies.
They're pretty.
I suppose, yeah, maybe
I
some.
was entranced by it, okay?
Well, maybe some rogue psyker saw him in the warp and was like, oh, didn't know what the hell they were doing. This might be remnants of an older faith and religion on the planet that was exiled once the Imperium took control.
That's
They
what I
probably
was
had a system of belief beforehand.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. If there was a connection with the statues I had on my planet, since they were similar.
So I will give you one thing: is that the statues that you're familiar with are the harpies without their skin. Your character does not know that yet because he did not give you a accurate description.
Yeah,
But-
this is why because I know that, but yeah, my character
Yeah,
doesn't.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
That's why they look familiar to you.
Yeah, I assume that.
Yeah.
That's why I have to wait and do more tests. Because that was my prediction is that since my feral world, I assume that was before
Right.
we were practiced beforehand. I already took that as a guess, but since I don't have an actual backing to it, I'm not
Yeah.
using it. Which is sad because that would be useful for my character to actually know, so I can figure stuff out. So I
You guys are actually pretty close. I think going to the Forge World, or not the Forge World, the Forge area
Yeah.
will definitely be good. And then there's a group that you guys need to run into that will explain a lot of things.
Okay.
But you guys are pretty close already.
hope so. Spent too much time in the lab.
And then, once we get everything figured out, we will,
Never play this game.
well, we'll have that area evacuated. Don't know where the people are going to go, and then we will bomb it from orbit.
No, it's not go to the core.
Just exterminatus. Everything. All the time.
You know,
Always.
try that
The
one.
existence of a temple to chaos is all that some inquisitors would need. But nope.
Yeah, I'm
Blast
just-
the planet.
yeah.
Would sure be nice to have an opinion of an inquisitor on this.
Yeah, would be.
It's
We
true.
tried really hard to get one, and I had a feeling we would be denied it.
Yeah, actually, I might want to do is check the room that was where we found the body in.
Mm.
I would actually like to go through and actually examine that because I haven't done that yet. And I'm sure these people do not do the CSI thing because they don't have a lab coat.
I was about to say, I think if you guys were to miss any information, it definitely would be information in that room.
Yeah,
Because you guys really hastily went in through that.
Yeah, because I missed.
Partly because we were running out of time, but yeah.
Because I also missed one of the murder crime scenes. And I missed the third body.
Yeah.
And so the second. Well, I missed one of the bodies. And so I would like to get my hands on that one, so I can at least do an accurate flow chart for myself. And the Inquisitor can find me going, and this is the evidence you need to, and this is what happened. Because that's our job. And so I have to figure out.
Yeah, I suddenly decided today that I wanted to start my own little private grimoire. That would be like my inquisitorial / psyker book of knowledge.
Yeah, the journal I have is just for our field notes.
If I'm lucky, it'll be some black tome that is kept in lock and key.
You present it whenever you try to get inquisitorial status.
Yeah, like here you go. Here's everything I've learned.
But actually, mine is just full of besides
You'll
my
either kill me or
battle.
say, well, welcome to the club.
besides having my days of when I was in war constantly and survived more than one skirmish because I was left with the gods and the god front and smiled upon me before I was whisked away. Just for my size alone.
Yeah.
That's because I used it to keep all my notes because I was a medic. I say as a medic, I mean I was not a medic. I sat medic training, which is not to be a CSI in Florida. Since I was the only one with a medicated check, that's how I became a CSI guy because I actually had to check.
You do the science, right?
Yeah. No, it wasn't science. It's the
Are we
biology.
still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
We're at 3:45.
Awesome. I thought that's what I said.
But
Actually, it shouldn't be that bad.
No, I don't think it's gonna be bad. It's just the beginning, and then you'll probably hear when people like start fading away.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna hear like everybody like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, and all the shuffling, and like I'm gonna go to sleep and all that.
And then people sleeping.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
I mean, to be fair, it is 2:00 in the morning now.
I don't sleep
so
for
there's
like 2
an
hours.
organization you're going to present a book full of theoretical knowledge to. It's probably a position, believe it or not.
Better than any other organization.
Yeah, I mean they're the ones who stole an Eldar book of fate and keep that thing and read it, rather than just have everyone shot.
All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording.
Yeah.
I think we did a lot. I think we got a lot done today.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right.
It was enough to get half of my stuff done. I did not do enough CSI work, so
Yeah.
stinky make me lose my will.
That room was actually fun.
My
I enjoyed that room quite a bit.
You know what my quote is for my character? If a job's worth doing, it's worth dying for. So me being scared is bull crap.
I liked just looking up at Jordan. Get in there.
That was really funny.
He was so jazzed for like 6 seconds.
Yep.
He was just
And
sitting
then he
there,
was just like,
what the
just got into the song.
Fuck.
Why am I in here? It's like, here, I hold your hand. And I'm big
I
skull.
can show you the world.
Shining, shining one. Yeah, prance around the emails. Because that's it. And then you come in and you see us, wait, they have fallen into chaos.
Oh no, what am I
All right.
I'm actually
doing? All those fun little psychery things.
I'm gonna stop recording now.
Great, you did-
Stop talking.
Good.